Today we are going to be unboxing the DJI Neo 2, DJI's latest drone that's just come out a couple of days ago. Okay, let's get going. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Raffy and I am a doctor who makes content here about all things tech, travel, and tips and tricks. So if you want to lead your ideal nerd life, this is probably the channel for you. So if you like seeing these unboxing videos of latest tech, subscribe and maybe give it a like if you do enjoy it and then watch till the end. Okay, the package is very, very light. So this would be like 250 grams in total, I think. Single pull tab. This is just the standard drone alone. It's not the Fly More kit. Wow. Some paperwork, sticker, guide. This looks like a screwdriver for the propellers. There is two spare props for each side. USB-C to USB-C cable. And very sticky. There's the entire drone. USB-C. There's actually two cameras here for obstacle avoidance. There's actually a LiDAR sensor here, and okay, so it's squeeze in to release. It's a 2-axis gimbal on there. Battery, half charged. I'm going to charge it for a couple of minutes and then we'll see how it goes. So this is tiny. I just looked up the specs and it's 151 grams. And if you can get a little transmitter, that makes it 160 grams. So this is super tiny. The propeller guards do come off, which makes it a little bit lighter again. A couple of little changes. I haven't had the Neo 1, but that had a fixed camera. So this has got a 2-axis gimbal, as you can see. Button to start the battery, you can just pull it off. This is the launch button right here. If you press that, it takes off. And this is for switching the modes of the camera on this side. There's a little screen just here, which says unactivated. So if you try,
DJI Fly app, 激活飞机. Connect to DJI Fly to activate aircraft.
So the first time you fly it, you do need to connect to the app, and that should do that. Wanted to point out, this is a 1/2-inch CMOS sensor, so it's somewhere between the Mini 2 and the Mini 3. And there's actually a LiDAR unit built in here. There's also two cameras here for obstacle avoidance, which is pretty cool for such a small drone. This thing is tiny and light. It's not quite pocketable. I feel like if this was kind of like the Hover and you can fold this down, it would be like a chunky pocketable drone. This doesn't quite fit in the pocket, but it's definitely something you could just throw in the backpack and carry around. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes and I realized that the actual drone had been activated. As you can see, the screen has it. Now there's a couple of buttons just here that you can press.
Boomerang,
to
Helix, Spotlight, Rocket, Skiing follow, Cycling follow, Circle.
So you can go forward
Boomerang,
and back.
Follow.
And this is obviously the takeoff button here. So let's put it to follow as we are and press this button.
Rear, follow, 3, 2, 1. Unable to take off. Aim camera at subject first.
Okay, so it's got to be aimed at me.
Rear, follow, 3, 2, 1.
This is just in my bedroom. And then if I reach out my hand, that's it. This is why I actually ended up buying this drone. It's the fact that there is just one button to launch. Everything can be done without an app. If you just see something cool that you want to take a quick drone shot of, if it's one of the presets, you can just fly it. The other interesting thing is it's got built-in memory, so you don't actually, there's no spot to put in a memory card. So it's got 49 gigs or so that's plenty of storage. Shoot in 4K and does stills and everything else as well. And you can control it with the phone. You can actually give it voice commands, which I haven't tried yet. And you can get an adapter that extends the range up to 7 kilometers. It comes with a Fly More kit. You can control it with the standard DJI controllers as well. But what I really like is the fact that you can power it on and it flies, and the firmware hasn't even updated yet. So I just activated it and it's ready to go. So this is the fastest DJI to take out of the packet and start flying. So in total, it took me 3 minutes. So the app itself for Android, you have to download the APK of DJI's own servers. But if you have a Samsung phone like I do, it's actually available on the Samsung store. So I've downloaded it from there. So it was even faster. And yeah, I'm gonna take a few more photos and whatnot with it, put some B-roll in of what I've captured. But yeah, that's my first look at the DJI Neo 2. That's just the unboxing. I'm going to test out the LiDAR and obstacle avoidance and all these other features that are on there. But so far, it's a tiny drone. It's super lightweight. It's not quite pocketable. I wish it was. Like, if it was a tiny bit smaller, I think it would be pocketable. As someone who's used to flying their bigger drones, this is actually pretty unique. Like, I think there is a room in your kit for this one, even if you have like a Mavic or a Mini or something a bit more manual, because this is something that you can just pull out, take off, and get some content really quickly. Anyway, one of the most interesting ways of controlling the drone is with palm gestures. So if you open your palm, it starts to recognize things. So this is me not just being silly waving around. So if you wave close to you like this, the drone comes closer. And then if you have your palm open, it will actually follow that. If you close your palm, it turns off palm gesture and goes back to whatever you're doing. And then the moment it detects the open palm, you can control it out like as if you've got Jedi powers. So this was one of the first times trying this out. So once I got it to roughly the follow distance, it just goes back to follow mode. You can see that because it was a bit dark, the obstacle avoidance is being a bit glitchy. And then once I get close, yeah, see, it follows through and comes to the other side. It's pretty nifty for such a small drone. This was another day, so I wanted to show you what it looks like straight out of the camera when the light is a bit better. So this was an overcast day, and it's doing the same follow mode. I just came back from a run. This was one of the quick shots. I think this is the Helix mode. So I wanted to see, does it actually track me while I'm moving, or is it just static from where it took off? And it looks like it does a great job tracking. That's the Neo 2 first impressions. If you have any questions about the drone or any features you want to test it out, leave a comment and let me know. And if you like these kind of videos, yeah, maybe I subscribe, because, you know, I'm just still growing the channel. And I think you might like this tech video up here if you've liked this one. All right, see you in the next one.